My dream scenario for learning languages would be if I could watch a video from YouTube, one that I'm interested in, understand the video, and then upload the transcript into ChatGPT and get ChatGPT to interview me about that YouTube video. That would be fantastic, because then I'm doing listening and then taking notes and then having a conversation. And in fact, afterwards, I could even get ChatGPT to give me some feedback on our discussion. Watch this video a minute.
Here's the next one. Question 4. In the video, they talk about refrigerated items in the dairy section. What are some examples of items you might find in this section? Take your time.
Yeah, I think they mentioned cheese and milk and yogurt. I remember that they mentioned yogurt.
Yes, that's correct. The dairy section typically includes refrigerated items like milk, cheese, and yogurt. These products need to be kept cold to stay fresh. Great job. Ready for the final question?
Now that was genuinely really impressive. I watched the video, I took some notes on that video, I then grabbed the transcript, and I'll show you in a minute how you do this. Saved it as a file, put it into ChatGPT, and then I specifically asked ChatGPT to ask me questions to check that I understood the content of the transcript or the content of the video. So it really kind of forced me to watch the video and understand it. Now the other thing is, I'm using the free tool. This is not the paid tool, this is not the extra, I'm just using the plain ChatGPT to do this. Now let's switch over and do an example in Spanish. I'm going to show you how to get the transcript from a YouTube video, the uploaded transcript, and I'm going to show you how ChatGPT will also give you feedback on your conversation after. I think you're going to be really impressed. Really hope you like the video, and if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it, and of course join me on my YouTube channel. Watch this. So I've written in stories in Spanish for intermediate students, okay, and what I'm going to do is something really important is I'm going to click over here on filters, and I definitely want videos with subtitles. Now I don't want the automated subtitles from YouTube, I want videos that have the subtitles uploaded, because they're likely to be more accurate. So where do you get the transcript from? Well, if the videos had the transcript uploaded, so we're not talking about the YouTube generated transcripts, we're looking about uploaded transcripts, come underneath, click on more, and then you'll notice that there's a button here called transcript, show transcript, and that will come up on the right hand side. Now all you need to do, and be careful, sometimes you've got the times on, you don't want that, you can toggle it off. Toggle off the times. Then I just want you to kind of click on the top, okay, and then just press Control A, or in fact easiest way to do that, because it's actually going to select everything, is just to select the whole text and then copy it. Now what you need to do is save that in a Word file, because you're going to upload that into ChatGPT, so ChatGPT knows the contents of the video. Now obviously the first thing you need to do is watch the video, make sure you understand it, take notes, etc., and then when you're ready you can talk about that video. So I'm going to quickly watch this video, and then I'm going to get ChatGPT to test me in Spanish and see how much I've understood. So I've opened up a Word file, and I'm just going to paste that text in, and I'm going to save that, and I'm going to just call it save as. We're just going to save it onto my computer, put it on the desktop, and we're just going to call this Spanish conversation. In fact, I'll just call it Spanish, that'll be enough for now. And now we're ready. So the next thing is, of course, I've got to watch this video, make sure I understand it, so that I'll be able to have a conversation with ChatGPT about the contents. So remember, what I did was I searched for stories in Spanish, and then I chose, by clicking on the filters, I chose videos with transcripts, and that way I knew I could access the transcript by clicking on more, clicking on the transcript button, and then copying it and saving it as a file. Now if the video that you like hasn't got the uploaded transcript, because you can't really use the transcripts that YouTube generates, there is an amazing tool, perhaps my favorite language learning tool. It's called turboscribe.ai, and it allows you, or it will extract the transcript from 3 videos a day for free. And each video can be up to 30 minutes, which would be a massive video to have a conversation on. Most of the time I'm just having conversations with videos that are perhaps 5-10 minutes long. So I love TurboScribe because I use it for lots of language learning ideas as well. And if you want to learn about TurboScribe, I'll put a link to the video on the screen now. It is free as well, and as I said, one of my favorite technologies. Now the other thing is, lots of people keep asking me, Russell, how do you make your videos? What technology are you using? Well, actually I do have another channel called Screencast Guru, where I make videos, and obviously they're all free, showing you how I built up my YouTube channel and how I make my videos using a technology called Camtasia. And if you want to access that channel, then click on the link now and you can see Screencast Guru. Let's look at me now speaking in Spanish to ChatGPT, and remember, I'm using the free tool. Okay, so we're on ChatGPT, and I know that you get a certain amount of free time with the plus, but I'm just going to use the standard ChatGPT, okay, which is what I did with the English example. And I'm going to click on this button here because I want to upload the Spanish. Okay, so I'm going to upload it, and it kind of uploads that document in. Now I'm going to click on this button to go into voice mode now. And I'm going to speak first of all in English. I've just uploaded a transcript from a YouTube video that I've already watched in Spanish. And I just wondered if we could have a conversation about that video and whether you could check my understanding of the contents of the video. And we can use that as a way of me practicing my Spanish. I'll start speaking Spanish. My Spanish is actually quite good, pero me gustaría que me hiciera algunas preguntas sobre el contenido del video. ¿Se puede hacer eso?
Absolutely. That sounds like a great way to practice your Spanish. I'll ask you some questions based on the video's content. En un momento, ella menciona que se siente muy feliz después de hacer varias cosas de manera inmediata. ¿Por qué dice que se siente feliz después de lavar la taza, hacer el pan de plátano y otras tareas?
Porque entonces ha hecho varias cosas que ella sabe que tiene que hacer, que está haciendo las cosas en el momento y no dejándolas hasta el día siguiente.
Exacto. Ella se siente satisfecha porque está cumpliendo con esas pequeñas tareas de inmediato, siguiendo el dicho, no dejes para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy. Ahora, en un momento, ella se distrae y pasa de una tarea a otra. ¿Qué pasa cuando decide lavar la taza? ¿Cómo se desarrolla la situación a partir de allí?
Bueno, entonces yo creo que ella ve otras cosas que necesita hacer. Creo que empieza con los plátanos que son maduros. Now, I'm completely aware that the accent is not perfect. I'm using the free tool. The Spanish is excellent. And also what's interesting is that, in fact, at the end of the conversation, I can get ChatGPT to give me feedback on, it will actually provide the whole dialogue between me and ChatGPT in Spanish, plus it will give me feedback. And I just want to show you that very quickly now. So I'm going to click here to end the conversation, and then notice what happens. Now, I've just turned that off a minute, and I just want you to look what also it does. Look at this, the whole of our conversation. It's there. And what I could do now, for example, is I'm going to ask it, and I'll write this and say, can you point out 3 mistakes I made in our conversation? And hopefully now it's going to give me some information, yeah. Fluency is a massive part of language learning. We know that language needs to be in context. So, for example, watching a video and then talking about it is really good because you're contextualizing your language. It also controls the level because depending to some degree what type of video you upload, that's going to affect the types of questions that can be asked. And certainly in some of the tests I've done, I've noticed that. You can also ask ChatGPT and be specific about the level that you want to work with or the type of task that you want it to do. And that will control the level as well. Now, you might say to yourself, well, then you don't need a teacher. Well, I'm not so sure about that. I think that you need to do so much speaking in a language that even though you may do practice like this, and I certainly do, I still have teachers both in Spanish and in Polish. What it does do, though, is help me to develop my fluency and to keep it within a context. Now, there is another tool I'm going to recommend to you. I call it the magic button in Google Translate that really helps me to learn vocabulary, which is another really important topic. And if you want to watch that video, I'll put it on the screen now. It's proved a very popular video, and I think that will help you with studying vocabulary. I really hope you like this video. I do honestly think there's some value here. I realize it's got its limitations, but to consider that that is completely free, I think that that's got a lot of language learning potential. Okay, really hope you liked the video, and if you do, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. There's hundreds more videos on the website. There's a really popular section on teaching and using AI. I specialize in making videos to help language teachers use technology. If you want to sign up to the newsletter, then that way you can keep up with all the latest videos, the free webinars that we run, the courses that we run, etc. And at the moment, if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a special 14-part free course that you'll be sent. You'll be sent a video about every 3 or 4 days that really just focuses on the most popular technologies on my YouTube channel that teachers have reacted to, and that really builds up into a really nice course and gives you a strong basis in using technology in language teaching. It's completely free, and literally everything that I show you is a free technology. If you'd like to have live training with me, then think about joining me on Patreon. On Patreon, for $6 a month, you get 3 free videos from me each month without any advertisements in them. But the important thing is those videos are connected to a monthly webinar that we have where we meet live. And we normally work with the technology that we focused on that month, or sometimes it's 2 technologies, and we do activities and really learn to use those technologies well, so that then you can try those out in class or online with your students. The other interesting thing about joining me on Patreon is that actually you get access to all of the backdated material. So there's over a year of videos and live training. This training is very practical with lots and lots of ideas about things that you can do in the class or online with your students teaching languages. So it's much more practical than the YouTube videos, and you get that as part of the $6 a month. Okay, I'm going to leave some more videos on the screen that I think you might find useful.